Well, welcome to Beans, Brews and Bread for October. We just slipped into autumn before we even knew it. Temperatures have dropped. Let's go and see what's going on at the plot. A little bit of a surprise at the end, so keep watching. Let's go and have a look. So, a few things to catch up with on the plot this month. We did do a video for September and also a potato reveal video for the main crop potato. So go and watch that video after this one if you've not seen that one yet. Bit of a surprising yield, so go and watch that. But for this month, getting a bit colder, and it's been quite wet, so we've had quite a few downpours over the last couple of weeks. Bit of a dry evening tonight to be able to get the tour video done. But we're going to have a tour round and see how things are getting on for this month. So you may remember the front bed, we put some leeks in. We did, I think, have a bit of a munch from some allium leaf miner, but the others have done not too bad. They've bulked up a bit. Some of them had a bit of a munch, but another weed to go over. A bit of a trim of the edging, but don't know, we might get a few before the start of spring maybe that'll bulk up, but yeah, a few that have managed to survive the allium leaf miner. So yeah, I might see if I can get these in a bit earlier next year to bulk up. Not massively happy with how thin they are, but fingers crossed we may get some form of harvest off them. Now we filled in the gaps on the next row of beetroot, which we've got germinating well very nicely, but we have the ones that came up first. They're looking great, little ones here, so see how they may do. But double row there, and then we've got some golden ones down this end. A few more again have stood out here. They've germinated much better. Did put them in very late for this year, but fingers crossed we'll get a few little baby ones before it gets too cold. Honestly, this creeping weed does my head in. It's very tenacious. Is it creeping buttercup or creeping daisy? So yeah, so should hopefully get a few not too bad in that row. Now down this row we had the carrots, and we've had the ones with the spotted germination. We've filled a couple of those gaps in as well, and the germination has done quite nicely. So again, all down there, a bit of a spot weed to get over those, and again some more of that creeping something or other. Live weeding from the allotment. Oh look, baby carrot. See, so that's kind of the size that you get when they're the tops of that size. So there's a bit of thinning in action as well. I'll throw that away so we don't get any carrot fly. So yeah, not so bad. A bit better at this end. So yeah, not looking too bad. I get some salad carrots if nothing else. So yeah, quite happy with that. Not a bad little autumn sowing. Over here, got the last of the tomatoes. There's a few not doing too bad here. Look, still ripening off. Some nice ones there too. They have obviously split. The rain has really come down last couple of weeks, so they have gone. But again, this the crimson varieties are not really suffering from blight. Yeah, so very happy. We've had tons and tons and tons of them this year, so really impressed with how many we've got. So full row's done us really well. Almost was sick of the sight of them, but really good nonetheless. We did another little sowing of turnips down here, but I can't tell the difference between the weeds and the turnips. There's obviously a turnip there, and there's quite a few weeds in between. It's going to have to be quite a weedy patch this, so yeah, see how things go with that. Not, you know, thinking we'll get loads out of it, but we might get a couple. Cabbage bed looking a bit better though, to be fair. We had Swede at the back, and hopefully they may be bulking up a little bit, maybe. Difficult to see over from this side. There's one there. Don't know. Very late again sowing these, but we've got some in. There's a few more sort of positive looking cabbages at the front. So hopefully we'll get some in there. But again, the creeping buttercup again this year. Got to get in that. The kale doing really nice actually. Quite impressed with that. And then I don't really know what they are at the back. It's turning out to be quite tall. Whatever it is, I don't know what it is. Maybe a couple of DeCheco, maybe some Cavolo Nero there. But yeah, the whole back row is... Oh, there's some little... Oh, you can see tiny little Swede there. Yeah, I did try and put some compost down to improve this bit before we planted them in. Definitely put some lime down. But yeah, might get little tiny baby ones. But maybe enough for a casserole, you never know. Yeah, you can see a little turnip there. Not a bad looking fella. The others are quite small, so I don't know how much more growth we'll get out of them this side of the year, so try and get them started off a bit earlier next year. If you've liked the video so far today, then do give it a thumbs up. It is the best way for the algorithm to notice the video and that people have liked it. So do give it a thumbs up. And if you do, I can guarantee 75% less blight on your final tomatoes this year than last year. But give it a thumbs up and we'll go and have a look. Towards the back end of the plot, the courgettes have suffered with the cooler weather and some of this mildew as well. But just enough to carry on to have a nice courgette just to finish off the last harvest there. Did take a couple of the tromboncino, but they are now struggling with the temperatures, so there's a couple that look still half decent. There's one here. There's a nice size. It's not really formed the sort of huge head that you expect at the end, but should still just do a dinner or two. Kept the blue lake. As I said, there was less blue lake than I thought there was, so kept these for seed for this year. So the only trouble is they are very susceptible to getting nibbled, so try and leave them on there as long as I can. With the runner beans, I think I'm going to keep these for seed as well. The pretty this painted lady, I think, or crimson, very tough. Not the best and quite stringy, so again, might try different variety. Might try the Tsar variety next year, which is good for pods and beans. Bullotti a bit better. They are definitely now filling out and drying off a little. Do seem to do well with these beans. Oh, that's a nice size one there. That's good. So 2 stands of those. Got a bit of a project in mind for the cloches. Going to clear up these peppers. They've not really done much, unfortunately. So we'll get these up, and I think either clear this section out and put some of the lettuce that we've got at the house in, and we'll have them covered over for winter. A little project that may shift them down towards next to where the tomatoes are. A bit of a gap there, so may get those moved down there and put those down. That'll be quite nice, I think. So we can try and keep some of the salads going over winter. But again, think of another project into the new year where we'll have a bit of a project on moving them gradually along the plot as we go and seeing what we can get as well as early harvests. Here we've got the raised little beds. Gonna split this off and get it moved shortly, but yeah, good germination on the salads. Bit of weeding to do, but got some nice Tom Thumb there, I think. A sort of little mini cos variety over this side. Spinach, not great, I'm afraid, in terms of the germination. In fact, they were better in the where the cabbages are, but the radishes are doing not too bad. If we're lucky, we might get something out of those before the close of the year. And on this side, we've got a globe variety. We're getting a few little ones already. French breakfast by the look of it as well. So fingers crossed we'll get a few of those. Really happy with these beds. Quite impressed with how they help with the seedlings. So I think we might use them as seedling beds as well next year. As promised, those that have stuck around to the end, bit of an update on the Christmas potatoes. Look how nice these are. They are absolutely amazing. I'm going to get them put under cover. I've got a mini greenhouse that we'll bring down to the plot and we'll get set up. And we'll pop these inside so they don't suffer from any blight. But fingers crossed, they're looking pretty darn good. So I'm really happy with that. There's some nice ones there, really good. They're all sort of second early varieties, so see what we get out of those. But yeah, might get some potatoes for Christmas. So from a rapidly cooling plot, thanks for watching this month. Do watch the other video with the potato yield harvest. It was good to be able to dig something up out of the ground and get a bit of a main crop potato. Not done them before, so do watch the video, see what we managed to get. Well, thanks always for watching. If you've liked it, do give it a thumbs up, like I say. And we'll see you next time. Bye!